You've had such an amazing career. Uh, with all that being said, you've done a lot of stuff in various companies, but I wanted to touch on ECW before we kind of switch gears here. What was your experience like working in ECW?
It was wonderful. That's my all-time favorite company to work for. Um, I won the TV title there. That's my all-time favorite title to have won. I was the cruiserweight champion in WWE.
Yeah,
I was the X Division champion in TNA. All around, I was the NWA tag team champions with and without Ricky Morton. You know, won the Southern tag team titles with Ricky Morton down in Memphis, which was to me was a big deal. But to me, the ECW TV title was probably the most prestigious title that I've ever won, and the probably the best company that I've worked in, hands down.
favorite matches during that particular period of time?
Oh shit, man! I had some really great matches, man. I really can't break down to have one great match. I mean, what was so great about that company? Everybody there had the same mindset. Every single match was a WrestleMania moment for all of us, and that's the way we lived. And even if there was 100 people in that damn house show, we went out and performed like we were on pay per view. And that
Yeah,
was the
you guys
rules of that
killed it.
game there. Yeah, every single time we didn't give a shit. We'd be in Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania, and there'd be 100 people in a bar. We're out there going through tables, and we're doing everything we would do as if we were on pay per view. And that's just the way we were. So I had some really, really great matches with CW Anderson. Uh, tough dude there, man. I had some, oh man, so many good matches with Lance Storm, just incredible. God, Guido, little Guido,
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
Nunzio. Love that man. Had stiff as stiff as a board, and boy,
Had good
he.
matches against him in WWE as well,
Oh, I
too.
know, man. I mean, he's just one of those guys that I would never, even to this day, if I had to wrestle him right now, I would never have any concerns whatsoever. If we're going to have a good or a bad match, it would be, hey, you want to do 2000 up there in Poughkeepsie, New York? You remember that? Oh yeah, let's just do that match.
Run it
I
back.
mean, that's what we would do. I mean, I just yeah, those all of those guys were amazing. I mean, because they were fresh, new, young talent on the scene back then, and they were given the stage to perform. And roadkill and Dory. Holy crap! Still to this day, don't understand why those guys weren't a WWE tag team champions somewhere. Or WCW tag team champions. I don't know if it was their size, probably most likely. Along with a couple of the other guys, but it just blew me away that some of those guys weren't taken by the bigger companies and done, put over, huge. Um, yeah, I mean, but everybody there worked their asses off. So, I mean, I don't think I ever had really a bad match in ECW the whole time that I was ever there, to be honest. Mike Awesome, wrestled Psychosis a lot, wrestled Super Crazy a lot. I mean, just had really good matches back then. We were all young, man. We could do it back
Yeah,
then.
young and hungry. You guys had
Yeah, I
something to
mean,
prove.
yeah, we did. We did, and that was at the time too that ECW was like running very very close in the ratings as a just 1 hour show with
From
WWE
TNA.
and even WCW. And at one point, we beat WCW in
Really?
ratings. On us, yeah, on the I think we were on Friday nights at that point, and we were on TNT or TNN or something like
Yeah,
that.
TNN.
TNN and TNN, we were the only show that got any ratings, and we were the one and only show that got any ratings. Well, then wound up eventually Vince bought TNN.
Yeah.
He didn't buy it. He didn't buy the company, but what he did is he bought the contract. So they gave us a contract without money up. So
Hmm.
Vince came in and slid a couple $1 million in their pocket, took us off air and put their company on air, but we still held strong. And I mean, if those little things like that hadn't happened, I mean, I feel ECW would have still been around for another 10 years.
Y-
probably would still be around right now, like Ring of Honor, and things like that. Maybe
Yeah.
not as probably been on an AEW level, maybe still. And I think it would have been on a much better network and and all that other stuff. So